here. Guess what day it is? It is Sharon Anything Day. This is my Q&A. So this is the day where you ask the questions and I give you the answers. Now before we get started, because I've got a bunch today, I want to invite all the new people that are with me today to please scroll on down and hit that subscribe button. You'll become a member of my tribe, girlfriend. And then, of course, go ahead and hit the bell while you're at it. It'll notify you of my upcoming videos. I generally film twice a week, sometimes 3. And thanks so much for being here. I hope you guys have a lot of fun. Okay, let's get started, my ladies. The first question is from Diane. It says, why do you apply essences so many times? And that's a good question. I'm glad you asked. The reason I apply several times, 2 to 5 times, depending on my time span, you know, how much time I have and where I'm going, what I'm doing, is for hydration. I have dry skin. A lot of times it's dehydrated skin, so I really have to just shoot the hydration like 98 all the time. And the reason I do that is, let's take my Tatcha Essence, for instance. I will shake it out and apply it, press it on my face, pat it in with my fingertips, but I will do 2 to 5 times. Usually every morning. If I'm in a hurry and I'm just doing my makeup, I'll do twice. And I do the same thing. I put essences on in the evening as well. It's for all the hydration I can get. Trust me, I need it too. One thing is I use different essences. I'll use the Tatcha Essence that I love because it's the rice water. It also entails the HYDRATIng, the 3 times the sea algae. It's got the loveliest formula ever. I also enjoy the SK2. I also enjoy, oh my goodness, my Snail Mucin by COSRX. I've told you guys about that. Love it. And then, of course, sometimes I alternate again with Time Revolution. So those are the essences I use. Every once in a while, I will use the Caudalie Elixir and treat that as an essence as well. So those are my favorites, the ones I use every day, every night. Love them. And it has saved my life, my lady, as far as hydration. Trust me on that, okay? Thanks for your question. Okay. Pamela, does the NIA 24 make a separate product for dark spots on the face? Yes, there is a product. As a matter of fact, I wrote one. Actually, I gave you several options. All right, girlfriend? And let me start with saying the Sun Damage Repair Rapid Depigmentation is a great serum from NI24. I mean, it's marvelous. It's like everything else, going to take time, but it's fabulous. However, that particular product is like 84 bucks, okay? But it is heaven, and yes, it does work. I'm giving you 2 other options so you can check as far as price range and whichever one you want to use. The one that I would choose if it were me would be GLYTONE. GLYTONE has a dark spot corrector. It's a little more reasonable in price, and it's a fantastic product. The third one is one of my tried and proved that I use for years. I no longer have dark spots, or I would still be using this particular one as well. And it's the SKINMEDICA Lytera 2.0. It just diminishes all dark spots. Still a little pricey though, okay? But you know, girlfriend, when you get down to the nitty-gritty where you want something that works and you don't want to wait for your eternity for it to work, you're going to kind of have to jump to the more medical grade here to get the job done. These are pricey, but one of them is not over the top, but very effective products, I might add, okay? Thanks for your question, sweetheart. Appreciate it. Number 3, my ladies, if you mask at night, can you still see the effects in the morning? Oh, absolutely. That's the reason for basically masking at night. You see, this is the thing. Every night I mask. You know that. Every night of my life I mask. I'm going to continue to always do that. The reason being is my skin is so plump and hydrated and just feels like it's brand new. Then it's preparing itself for the products I'm getting ready to put on it before I go to bed. By the time I put the products on with it and it's super hydrated, everything penetrates into the skin. I wake up in the mornings and honey, you talk about a baby's butt, you talk about looking much more youthful. Yes, ma'am. It's all about hydration. And that is why I mask at night. Now, in the mornings, I may put little eye pads on, while I'm getting the rest of my routine ready and applying some of it. And I'm drinking my coffee. That's primarily, usually, when I apply my iPads, my little silicone iPads. I'll be drinking my coffee in the mornings and checking comments, okay? Or answering emails, this kind of thing. And then that kind of helps hydrate a little more under my eyes. But that's the way it is, ladies. But the rest of the masking is all in the evenings. Every single day. That's 7 days a week. Yes, ma'am. Thanks for your question. Okay. The next, and you had a part 2. I apologize. I see that. All right, and which mask do you prefer? I use all types of masks. I use the Korean mask, I use hyaluronic mask, CoQ10 mask, I mean, you name it. Now, as far as my favorite brand of mask, I like the MARTINI brand. You can probably find those on Amazon. I know that years back, Tammy was Uppy's Beads. It's Angel's Beauty now. She used to sell them herself, but I think you can find just what you want on Amazon, or go to the MARTINI site. I think those are some of the best masks in the world. The other favorite mask, Tatcha has that deep, penetrating, hydrating mask. Oh my gosh, off the charts, kill me. Love that mask. The one and only, I mean, that is the best of the best of the best that I have ever used. I gotta be honest, a little pricey for a mask, but it is so worth it. And then the next mask that I really enjoy is the ESTEE LAUDER Hydrating Mask. That is to die for. Now, I did, actually, I've done videos on both of those. If you'll type in, the mask, Sharon Capehart or Sharon Capehart masks, it's going to show you how I'm showing you and demonstrating, those different masks for you, okay? Thanks for your question, sweetheart. Try it. You will not be sorry, my lady. Okay. The next question, number 4, says, Dear Sharon, it doesn't say your name, but it does say it ends with Smith, okay? It says, Sharon, I would like to know what is the best peel for upper lip lines. Okay, now I want you to listen very careful to me. I'm going to tell you what product per se in the way of a peel is good, but it doesn't mean that I want you to do it, okay? And there's a reason, I'll tell you that. But the one that I choose, the peel for upper lip lines, would be the TCA peel. But now I don't do my own TCA peel. No, I do not. And I don't want you to until you get really good at this stuff. I would let your esthetician, okay, or dermatologist, whoever, esthetician usually can do a beautiful job of, doing a TCA peel for you. That way it's being regulated professionally. You got to watch it with some of these peels. I mean, they're real potent stuff. The TCA peel is off the charts. and it's very effective. But if you don't know what to do it, you could really burn yourself and mess up your skin. So I implore you to get your esthetician to do that. But the TCA peel is marvelous. The next thing that I have found that it's uber effective for the lip up here is actually the Clear and Brilliant, or Brilliant and Clear laser is excellent for the top of your lips too. But the TCA peel is cheaper, and that's what I would use, okay? Thanks for your question, sweetheart. Appreciate it. Yeah, I gotta watch those pills. Now they're good for nasal labia lines too, girlfriends, and marionette lines, I can just tell you. But get your esthetician to do it. I mean, you know, really, it's a piece of cake when they do it. Everything will come out okay, including your life, your skin. Okay, number 5 on the list. And this is from Shannon. Says, Sharon, can you use growth factors if you have had melanoma? Some doctors say okay, some not. All right, well, that's exactly correct. It's very confusing right now. Some doctors say, absolutely do not use it if you've had melanoma or any type of skin cancers. Others say, oh no, that'd be fine. You know what I say? I say, ask your doctor. Ask your personal doctor, your dermatologist. Because I know my particular dermatologist will say no for growth factors if you've had melanoma. All right? Now that could change in a few years or whatever. But right now, she told me no. So, and of course I haven't had melanoma either, but that's what she tells her patients. She will not let them use growth factors for that. But if not, it's ask your doctor. It's whatever your doctor is comfortable with for you. That's what I do. But the norm has always been no growth factors if you have had skin cancer or melanoma. Now, like I say, you're hearing both yay and nay right now. Ask your doctor, follow your regime that he tells you to do, okay? All right. Thanks for your question, sweetheart. I know it's so controversial, I get it. And I know everybody wants their growth factors and everybody needs them, but you got to be safe. Do you see what I'm saying? We don't need any other issues coming up. All right, number 6. No name here. What is good for hair and nails? I have terrible nails. They're very thin and they break off constantly. And I have thin hair and I'm losing more by the day. Okay, first of all, I want to say one thing about the losing hair daily. A lot of that is caused from, let's say, if you have a thyroid condition, you're going to lose hair. If you have a vitamin D deficiency, you'll lose hair. If there's other things going on in your body cause you to lose hair. You can lose hair during menopause, okay? You can lose hair because you're not using the right products or massaging your scalp. But in any case, what I'm here to tell you is if you, and as far as nails, usually thin nails can go along with the same issues that you're having with your hair. But I would say that I find that biotin works for me and always has. As a matter of fact, I take a 10,000 unit biotin daily. My doctor said it's fine for me to take that. Be sure and consult with your doctor on biotin. Biotin's tricky. Not everybody can take biotin. So by all means, get your doctor to approve that. I take a 10,000 unit pill both morning and I take another one at night. Yes, maybe I hit it strong on that biotin because that's like 20,000 units a day. But I feel like, it's maintaining what I've got, and I've always taken quite a bit of it. So the doctor said, okay, well, it's not affecting you negatively, so go for it if that's what you want. But my nails do grow like crazy, even without having the dip with my fingernails. They're very strong, thick. They always have been. I've never had what you call a broken nail type thing, unless it got slammed in a door or something. And my hair, I've always had uber thick, coarse hair, very thick. So What can I say, girlfriends? Biotin works for me. But check with your doctor and make sure it's A-okay. Gotta be safe here. A lot of people just go, a lot of people watch a lot of us YouTubers and y'all just go out and start going buck wild before you check with your doctors. And you can't do that. And my doctor constantly reminds me, you be sure and tell them to talk to their doctor. Be sure and tell them. And I am. Whatever we know that's okay, we can share with you. But a lot of these things, you're going to have to take it to the derm or your primary or whoever. Okay? Better to be safe than sorry, my ladies. That's for sure. Okay, the next question, number 6. Number 7. Which is better, a satin or silk pillowcase, and which one do you use, Sharon? Okay, that's good that you brought that up. I use both. However, listen carefully. That's in the winter time. Now, I use silk and I use satin. I save the satin mostly for winter, and I'll tell you why. Because if I use the satin pillowcase in the summer, and let's say that my head is on the pillow and is kind of perspiring or I'm getting hot, I'm losing moisture from my hair and everywhere else into the pillow. I don't want to do that. My hair is dry enough, okay? And I also only get my hair done once a week, so I want to preserve my hair as well. And also because of all the skincare that we use on our face, if I happen to, I don't usually ever, I'm always a back sleeper, but there might be a night where I decide to flip to a side. I mean, it has happened like once in a blue moon. And all the products that you have on your skin, if you're on a satin pillowcase, will soak up in that satin pillowcase. Now, with silk, you're not losing moisture at all. And you stay cooler. With satin, I don't stay as cool. All the way through my menopause, which was quite some time ago, because I had menopause at 48. And it didn't stop till I was almost 60. I swear it didn't. I was having hot flashes the whole time. And every once in a while I still do get them. So it's still kind of miserable at night. But what I'm doing, and I know you guys that are going through right now are saying, oh no, Sharon, you're kidding. We've got to go through this later in life. Well, I'm 70 and I still get hot at night. What can I tell you? And they come and they go. So it's not as frequent like it was when I was in menopause, but it can happen. You see what I mean? All right, so back to the story. Why I love silk. All right, I love silk because, as I said, I get my hair done once a week. It's got to stay perfect the whole time because I don't do my own hair, and I'm not going to attempt it. I mean, doesn't it been that, bought that t-shirt 100 years ago, and my hair used to be long at one time, blah, blah, blah. You kind of get over that. I have a hairdo that lasts and stays for a week till I get it done again, and that's the way I'm going to do it. So I lay flat on my back and I never move. That's my MO. I just don't. I've trained myself all these years not to sleep on your side, not to sleep with your face in your pillow. I've always been a back sleeper even as a kid. So that's where I remain and that's where I'm going to stay. I want to make sure my hair does not get frizzy because we're in a humidity type area as far as Texas right now. And I don't want to lose any moisture in my hair. So I also do not want all of my skincare, the pillow to soak that up. I want it to continue to go deep into my skin and work its number. So I primarily, all through the summer, use silk. I stay 10 times cooler. No frizzy hair. No losing moisture in the hair. No losing any of the products that I put on my face, to be soaked up. Silk is my thing. I love silk. Silk is more expensive. To me, it's more durable. It's more luxurious. I'm a silk girl. I even have, silk gowns. A lot of them. That just looks like a slip kind of dress. I love silk next to my body. It's gorgeous. It makes you feel so ooh, just ooh la la. It's pampering yourself, okay? I love silk, what can I say? Now I want to show you something. This is a silk pillowcase on the pillow that I primarily sleep on, that holds me in one place with my neck. I always put silk pillowcases on this. This is heaven. I mean to tell you, look at this gorgeous silk. I mean, this pillowcase is larger than the special pillow, but it's covered, as you can see. This is yummy. It is squeezably soft. I love it. This is a fabulous brand that I have been trying and that I absolutely swear by. I wanted to put that down below. It's the MYK silk, and they do carry nightgowns, they carry pajamas. Mary Ellen, you'd love these silk pajamas, girl. Make you feel special, because she's a pajama girl. And so, like I said, they cover the most gorgeous blouses. Oh, they're just yummy. This is a great company. I carry a 15% discount on that. I want to list it down below. These pillowcases are so absolutely reasonable, you're not going to believe it. They have a mulberry in it, which I will tell you all about that in another video. I will be doing a video on these particular silk pillowcases, but I'll let you know right now. I'll have the discount code down below. They have all colors. I mean, they have all sizes. It's the most luxurious pillow. And what I like about this is, now this is funny, you all are not going to believe this, and you better. I'm telling you the absolute truth. This is the only pillowcase that will put me to sleep like that. I have no idea if it's because it's mulberries in it or what is going on, but when I first started using these pillowcases, it's the only pillowcase where, I mean, just instantly, I just gradually went to sleep like that. It happens every single night. I have never done that. I don't even go to bed except between 12 and 1 o'clock. But I want you to know I have always fought going to sleep. I have to meditate and meditate over and over very heavily for me to move into the sleep zone, if you will. So when I started using this particular brand of pillowcases, I am asleep within 5 minutes of putting my head on that pillow. It's unbelievable. I mean, I've got to research more on this, and that's why I'm going to do a video on it, because for those of you that kind of fight sleep or having a hard time, you're wanting to be cool and comfortable, but you want to go to sleep right then and there, you need this pillow. This pillowcase is unbelievable, and it is gorgeous. So I will add that below. But I'm glad you asked that question. I'm glad you did. I tell you, they are fantastic. You cannot get over silk. And don't get me wrong, I would keep your satin. That's great for the winter. Okay? But this particular brand of silk that I'm using is the one and only right now. And I may end up just sticking with that all through summer and winter as well. I mean, it's that good. Who would figure a pillowcase? Really? Yeah, really. Okay, moving right along, because I can't believe I got hung up on a pillowcase. But, hey, girlfriends, hey, you got to share, right? Okay, the next question, which is number 8. I have been exfoliating, and my skin is red and sensitive. What in the world should I do? I have tried to back off, and I just don't. And as soon as I start back, it's red and sensitive again. Well, you're exfoliating probably too often. A lot of people think because some of us can exfoliate every single day that's okay. It's not really okay. Let me explain something to you. And the type of exfoliating we do is different types of exfoliating. Let's say that during the week you want a light exfoliation every day. Maybe your skin is dry and you don't want to overdo it. Well, as you well know, I use the Tatcha rice powder. It's very, very gentle. Now, I can use that 3, 4, or 5 times when I, cleanse my face and use that because it turns into this gorgeous foam and it's heaven, and it's a light exfoliator. And then on Sundays, I can go in with my big guns, my glycolic acid. I can, switch up my week and I can do, 2 or 3 light exfoliations like my Tatcha, and then I can use my glycolic wash and then use my glycolic acid then on a Sunday. Do you see what I mean? So what you've done here is probably over exfoliated. So I want you to stop all the exfoliation completely right now. Stop completely. And I want you to go get some cold pressed sunflower oil. And I just want you to smear it all over your face and then go to bed. Okay? I really want you to do that. Every night. No exfoliating now for 2 weeks. 2 weeks. I want you to use this sunflower oil because this will totally cut out that redness like that. It will smooth your skin over. It will hydrate and you won't be dehydrated as well. And then we'll talk about an exfoliating routine for you. A lot of people can't exfoliate. I mean, I have people, that can totally exfoliate hardcore every day and it wouldn't bother them. I can't use hardcore exfoliating. When I say hardcore, I'm talking about, a thorough glycolic acid, type of exfoliation. I can't do that every single day. My dry skin, my gosh, I look like 103 years old and it would damage my skin. I have to use light, exfoliation through the week and then my big gun exfoliation, on the weekend. That's what I have to do. You have to do you. Do you see what I mean? Everybody's skin is very, very different. But you've overdone it. Now we've got to calm it down. So go to your health food store and get cold pressed sunflower oil and scrub it all over your face at night. And let's do this for 2 weeks. It may take 2 weeks to calm you down because if you're repeating the process and then it's starting all over again, and it means we need to give it more time. So we're going to give it 2 weeks. Okay, girlfriend? All right, you take care of you and stop all that. Stop. Okay. Next question. Girls, be careful. Number 9. Is it true that we need to spend our money on serums and not moisturizers? Oh, absolutely, ladies. Absolutely. Let me tell you something. The serums are the big guns. It's the peptides. It's the growth factors, okay? It's all the heavy-duty stuff, the hyaluronic acid. These are the important serums that you need. You have to spend the money on those. That's what does the trick. Moisturizer doesn't do a bloody thing for you except seal in the products at the end of morning or the end of night. Your moisturizer is just to seal and add a little more moisture, okay? That's all. Your serums are the ones that do the work. Hyaluronic acid does the work because it hydrates the skin. Your growth factors, you got to have growth factors. We've gone through the growth factor routine before. We've gone through the peptide routine. You talk about ceramides. We've done all that. We have videos all out on each and everything. You all should be very educated on that now. So the only thing that you need to spend your money on are your serums, or of course and your retinols, that kind of thing. That is it, and possibly your eye cream. But moisturizer, any moisturizer is going to be great. You can get L'Oreal, micro sculpting cream. You can get CeraVe. You can use any type of moisturizer you want. Any type of moisturizer. It's all going to work the same follow me on that? So don't waste your money on a good moisturizer. I'll tell you why. Now, don't get me wrong. I didn't say you couldn't spend money on a moisturizer. I'm saying you don't have to. Sometimes I will use the Lipid Restore. It's a moisturizer that's got 3 steps in it to help with some other things for barrier issues, like and elastin. Those are different types of moisturizers. That's, if you want to spend money on it, great. I do, because any type of anything that's going to help with elastin and tightness, I'm going to try that. So that works for me. And then sometimes, I try, Nectarfirm for the neck. I try that. But when we talk about an overall moisturizer, no. Don't waste your money, girlfriend, okay? Just don't. Not. Okay. Dear Sharon, this is Donna. What is the best laser for rosacea? Okay. And you asked here, can I use IPL? No, that IPL is way too strong if you have rosacea. I would say the Clear and Brilliant. That is like the most perfect laser for someone with rosacea. It is heaven. It's gentle. It takes a little time to see the results, but not too long. Just a little bit longer, because it just doesn't zap you all at once. You get it in increments, like 3 to 4 visits. It's gentle to your skin, and it is beautiful. That is the best thing you can do when you have rosacea, girl. The best. Try it. You will love it. I love that laser. Love it. Okay, my ladies, there you go. We had about 10 questions and hit between our eyes there, okay? I want to thank each and every one of you so much for being with me today. Mwah! I love you. I see all these new subbies out there. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Each and every one of you, love you to death. Be sure and subscribe to each and every one of you. I want you to stay sexy, classy, and confident. And give me a big thumbs up on this video.